Who puts fingers in cookie dough? I don't know. I've never done this before. I'd just be doing stuff, man. I don't know what. I'm just be doing stuff. So I have my Betty Crocker cookbook. This is the one my mom gave me a million years ago. So the recipe I have in here is just a normal chocolate chip recipe. We would need a half cup of granulated sugar, half cup of brown sugar, a third of a cup of margarine. But you know what? I failed to do the starting. Hi, welcome back. We're cooking live again. Let me get that out of the way. We're making cookies. I have never made cookies from scratch ever. So welcome to the first time doing that. It's going to go poorly. I'm glad you're here. Pet rats are illegal in Alberta. No such thing as legal rat hair. Ooh, interesting. But yeah, we need shortening. Do you need shortening for cookies? Or is that just this recipe? Do you normally need shortening for cookies? I have shortening, but it's frozen. Is there a way to rapidly defrost shortening? Because I have some. This was for a pie, but what is shortening? I don't even know. I must have had a lot of it as a kid, though, because I'm a little vertically challenged, you know. I do have some, but it's frozen. So I don't know. I'm too European for this, guys. Shortening, yeah, shortening is just fat. Do we need shortening? Is that normally something that's in cookie recipes? Is shortening? Hang on. I need to get the laptop up here. We're gonna look this up on the laptop here because I don't know. Why is my laptop so dirty? We're gonna look this up. Shortening would be my stripper name. What do they say to do with it? Good question. Here, while we're doing this, let's just start our oven, 375. We'll get that preheating at the very least. They say they don't say anything. There's no directions. Well, that's the thing is it says that. So here's the recipe, the ingredients for the recipe. Half a cup of granulated sugar, half a cup of packed brown sugar, 1/3 of a cup of margarine or butter softened, 1/3 of a cup of shortening, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1.5 cups of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of chopped nuts. They put nuts in this as well. You can use butter. You don't always need shortening. Okay, good to know, Robo. Thank you. And 1 package of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 6 ounces. So that's what this says, at least. There's so much fat in that cookie. Oh yeah, this. I mean, it is Betty Crocker's. It is old. I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of stuff. But here's the question I had. So if I wanted to do the double chocolate, and this is what I didn't look up earlier, is if I wanted to make these like double chocolate chip, how much do I substitute the cocoa powder for flour? So don't eat it. You can heat it up in the microwave on lower power if you need to. Okay, thank you, James. You exclude the shortening. Okay, we'll exclude the shortening. So chocolate chip cookies. I'm just like Googling a recipe at this point because I have no idea. So am I the only one where it's saying the cue was ended? Is it? Did the music cue end? I can redo the music cue if it ended. Let me go look at it. Cryptid. I can fix that. If the music cue ended, I can definitely fix that. Still running for you. Okay. Should still be running, I think. Every chocolate chip recipe I've ever seen didn't need it. Okay. No, I think the jam ended. Here, all right, let me redo this. I think the jam ended for some reason. All right, there you go. There's an updated jam track for you guys. There you go. Should be good. All right, cool. All right, back to the kitchen. My markers are falling all over. Okay. No, it is Miley Cyrus, Bad Kitty. If you do exclamation point song and it doesn't give you the right song, that happens sometimes. So, yeah, do we want to try doing double chocolate chip cookies? Because I kind of want to do double chocolate chip if we can. So what does this recipe do? I've never used shortening cookies, but I don't make cookies often. Usually I make meringue drop cookies, so it's just egg whites and sugar. Yeah, I used it when I made the pumpkin pie back in October of 2024 was when I used it. It's been frozen since. All right, this basically... Yeah, see, this one doesn't include Sally's baking. This doesn't use fat. So maybe we'll follow this recipe because this would give us the double chocolate chip cookies too. So maybe this will be the recipe we follow. Chill the dough. Oh. The dough requires a chilling before you can shape and bake. I recommend at least 3 hours in a refrigerator or overnight. Okay. So never mind. Never mind. Chilling dough is common. Okay. I didn't know that chilling... Yeah, not a live-friendly recipe. We'll just make classic. We'll just go classic. We'll just go classic. Okay. So let me start by just getting stuff out. So let's start there. Let me get a bowl. Let's start with that. Here, can you guys hold my frying pans for a second? Thank you. Can whack it in the freezer for like 30 minutes? I could. We'll need that. We'll definitely need that. Okay, we'll need that eventually. We don't need that right now. Bowl. We do need that. All right. Brown sugar. Granulated sugar. Flour. Need all of that. Chocolate chips. We got there. Little vanilla extract. Was it baking powder or baking soda? Or both? Baking soda. Okay. That's baking powder. That's cocoa powder. Where's my baking soda at? That's baking powder. There's baking soda. Baking soda. It said salt, right? I really need to get like an actual salt thing. I just have the little grinder still. Salt. This is literally all I have for salt. Did we decide if we need shortening? My Wi-Fi said died. No, we're gonna skip the shortening. I'm skipping that. So, do I have enough flour? I have more flour. So if we run out, I have another bag. I made sure I bought more because I've been actually like baking more, which has been super fun. So I've got more in case we start running low. Okay. Salt, chocolate chips, flour, vanilla. Oh, we need an egg, butter, softened. One third of a cup of butter. How much is a third of a cup? Wait, I don't need milk for this? This doesn't include milk at all. Where's the wets? There's no wets in this recipe. Hello? Granulated sugar, packaged brown sugar, or packed brown sugar, butter, third of a cup of shortening, egg, vanilla. There's no milk in this. Is there supposed to be milk in this? I never chill if it's warm. Just make cookies flat while cooking, okay? Butter and sugar wet. Sugar's not wet. Huh? The egg, butter, shortening are the wets. Okay, so do we need to replace the shortening with something then? Because we're taking a wet out. We're freaking dry as the goddamn Sahara over here. Do I need to replace that? Or do I just find a different recipe? I could just find a different recipe. Because I have shortening, but like I feel like it's frozen right now. So I think it's everything else we need though. I'm confused. This seems problematic. Hold please, I'm gonna look it up. Basic chocolate chip recipe. Shortening you can put in the microwave to thaw, it doesn't take long. Okay, we could use it. I have it. So we could use it. Sugar and butter in my wets. I didn't realize sugar counted as a wet. How does sugar count as a wet? It's dry. I don't understand that. How does sugar count as a wet? What? I'm looking at a chocolate chip recipe here. If you heat it up, it melts. I guess. Interesting. Mix your sugar with the wets. Okay. Well, we're just gonna look at this. Bake until you just barely look done. Okay. I'm looking through this here. Oh my god. This is so hard to do on my phone. I should have looked up a recipe. I should have looked up a recipe. Okay. This is a big ass. Holy crap, this is a big ass recipe. Cookies don't have milk. I don't know why I assumed they had milk. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know why I assumed they had milk. You cream together the sugar and the eggs. Okay. Just use butter instead of shortening. Okay, how much butter should we use? So, this says 1/3 of a cup of butter and 1/3 of a cup of shortening. So would we just do 2/3 of butter then? Would we just double the butter to cover for the other 1/3 of the shortening? Just do 2/3 of a cup of butter? 2/3? Okay. How many tablespoons is in 1/3 of a cup? Oh, wait, no, it says it right here. Oh, I need 2 of these. That's a lot of butter. God damn, okay. It says it on here. All right, cool. We're back in business. We have butter. We got plenty of butter. Okay. Move all this shit to the side. Boom, boom, boom. All right, where do we start at? Where do we start? Follow the recipe through. Okay, I'm following the recipe. That's a test cookie. This doesn't actually give me a recipe. Betty Crocker. Killing me. I need directions. You don't understand how dumb I am. Like, I need to be told exactly what I need to be doing here. We're in business. I don't know where to start. What do I do first? So we need an egg, right? Yeah, we need 1 egg. So we'll start there. Right, we need an egg. So I'm assuming if we just start with, I got a link to easy double chocolate cookies with all your current ingredients. Let's just stick with this one back, Kitty. I don't even know anymore. We'll start with an egg. And then I need measuring cups. Let's get that out here. We need to soften our butter. So we're gonna do that trick that you guys taught me last time. Yeah, we're gonna cream our butter and sugar together first. We need to thaw our butter a little bit here though. Can it be melted or does it have to be just softened? Also, what does creaming mean? I don't know what creaming means. How much sugar do I need? 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Okay, 1/2 cup. Just softened? Okay. All right, 1/3 of a cup. 2/3 of a cup. All right, I have 2 little things of butter left. If it's too liquidy, your cookies will be too. Okay. So if the butter's too liquidy, to cream, simply mix together the butter and sugars until it's thoroughly combined and smooth and creamy. Okay. So we need to be careful about how much we do this. Got it. All right. We're learning. We're learning together. Does your recipe say 1/3 of a cup of butter and shortening, or 1/3 of a cup of butter or shortening? It has neither an or an and, it just lists it. It's also an old Betty Crocker recipe, so I would imagine it's probably an and. Spreadable, not pourable. Okay. I'm guessing it's an and, James, is what I would guess. Do I have an electric whisk? I do, Peak. I do. I have a hand mixer. I do indeed have a hand mixer. I can't quite fit that over. Damn. I was gonna try to do that same trick last time where we did we run this under hot water and heat it up. Might be able to do it with this one. Haha, that'll fit. All right, we're gonna try doing the butter greenhouse again here and see if that works for us. No, I do have a. Let me grab that actually. I'm gonna grab my hand mixer. So I do have one. Actually, you know what? Let's use the immersion blender because I have a whisk attachment for it. That's probably better. That's probably even better than the hand mixer because I have whisk attachment for it. So, cut the butter into solid cubes to soften it more easily. Okay, I can do that. There's a lot happening in front of me here. That makes so much sense, though. Come apart. Okay. Just microwave, it's a waste of water. Too late, the water's already running. All right. Butter greenhouse. All right, and we need half cup of granulated sugar. Half a cup, okay. Let's grab a spoon. We need half a cup. Slide that so it's not blocking it. You'll need beaters to cream the butter and sugar. A whisk is too flimsy. Okay, then we will do the other one then. Probably don't want the egg as just a full egg in there. Half cup. Half cup of sugar. Getting closer. All right, half cup of sugar. That goes in. There we go. Move our sugar out the way. All right, so you're saying we have just our sugar and butter is all we need to do first, right? Not the egg? Okay, this recipe just literally lists ingredients and says, here's the stuff to not fuck up. It doesn't actually give you what you need to do. No egg, okay. Egg goes in after. Okay, thank you. We'll set that aside for now. I almost broke that in here to start with. Egg goes in after. Okay, let me get the actual hand mixer then. 1 second. Grab one of our beaters. There's our other one. Hand mixer. Okay. I do indeed have an actual hand mixer. That's the right one? Yep. I'm assuming we probably want to do both, yeah? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we cooking. Now we cooking. All right. How soft do we want our butter to be? I was saying peanut butter silver. Nice. It's still pretty solid. That's still quite solid, actually. No, you're good, GC. You're good, man. That's still pretty solid. I feel like we need more heat. More! We need more! Get to the heating sauce. Run some more hot water. Get a better greenhouse going in here. So, how's it going? Microwave? I don't want to melt it, though. I don't know how to work my microwave right. My microwave is definitely going to, like, fuck it up. I don't know how to do that without screwing it up, if I'm honest. I feel like my microwave is just going to screw everything up if I even attempt to do that. It's better to microwave the water. 7 seconds. Microwave the water and reuse it. It's really difficult when we're trying to do things the baby wants to be held? Yup. I mean, my stuff gets hot pretty fast, so. We'll try that. We'll try that. Oh, man. So, how many chocolate chips are we supposed to use? Because I kind of want to put a lot of chocolate chips in it. It says 6 ounces. How much of a cup is 6 ounces? How much is this entire package? This entire package is 12 ounces. And we've used some, so I kind of think we just use the rest of the bag. If this started as 12 ounces, and we've used some, because we used it for the mug video, I think we just use the rest of it. It's probably like, yeah, I think we just use the rest. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're using the rest. Hell yeah. Measure with your heart? Oh, I will. I'll be measuring my heart for all the flour, too. It's about right anyways? Okay, cool. Cool. So we have our wet ingredients. I don't know how this counts as a wet, but sure. How's our butter? How's the greenhouse doing? It's getting there, but slowly. Go until your ancestors tell you to stop, or in this case, just run out. I will just run out. All right. I'm going to go for like 3 seconds. We're going to go like 3-second increments. I did 4 seconds. I did 4 seconds. Was that too much? Was 4 too much? We could probably do like another 3 seconds, I think. We're gonna try another 3. I did another 4 on accident. Okay. That's gotta be enough, right? That's gotta be good. Like, I can squish it. It's still a little hard. Like, the centers are still a little hard for this. Like, the edges are starting to melt. Like, it's on the front end of being spreadable. If it's, like, spreadable to, like, pourable, it's on the very front end of spreadable. Softer than that? Okay. I'll do, like, another 3 seconds. Probably 4, because I don't stop it fast enough. All right, I actually did 3 that time. Okay, that's actually feeling pretty soft now. That's feeling pretty soft. Some of these, though, are not quite there. Hang on, we gotta space these out a little bit. Feel like one more 3-second run. Gotta keep rinsing the thingies. It's supposed to be room temp. I don't think this counts as room temp quite yet. Why do I never remember to put the butter out? I should have put this out like 2 hours ago. I never remember to put butter out on time. Literally never. This is my one problem with baking, is you gotta remember to do stuff ahead of time, and I just simply do not. That was 4 seconds. That's probably too much. I probably ruined our butter at this point. What do they mean by softened? Got it. All right, it's not. Oh, some of this is like perfectly squishing apart. Oh, some of it's not. Some of it's really hard. Some of it's really soft. It's a little all over the place here. International smells better. They say soften, but I'm impatient. I'm also impatient. So just chuck them in. Okay. Oh, put the soft ones in the bowl. Oh, see, you're so smart. You're so smart. That one's soft. This one's soft. That one's pretty soft. That one's doing pretty good. That's doing pretty solid. Yup. 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 There we go. There we go. Okay. That one could use a little more probably. That one probably use a little more. That one's doing pretty good. That one's doing pretty good. That one could probably use a little more. Oh, this is chaos. We got you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the help. It'll soften as you mix it. Okay. Should have gotten everything out, even the egg. I have the egg. It's right here. Or are you saying like 2 hours ago? Because the egg 2 hours ago? Trying to kill me? Eight, 7, there's 3 seconds. All right, at this point, fuck it. Oh, those slid right off. That slid right off, we're good. Okay, so you're saying we gotta cream this? Damn, did I wash my fingies? I've been washing the fingies. You gotta have like 4 fingies, I think. All right, sorry for the noise. I'm always afraid it's gonna splatter in my face. I don't think it was cool enough or warm enough. I don't think I did it well enough. Start slower the sugar. That's 1. That's my 1 speed though. That's the 1. That's my slowest speed on this. I don't have a better speed. That's my 1 speed. I think this is going well. Don't beat too much. That's good? Okay. Let me get a spatula. Get my spatula. All right, is like this what it's supposed to look like? I don't know if this is focusing, probably not focusing. Is that what it's supposed to look like? Kind of idea? Does that look good? All right, now add the eggs and vanilla, okay. Yeah, let me get these cleaned off here. Good, okay. Don't clean my beaters? Okay, I won't clean the beaters. Okay, so you're saying now we add the vanilla and the egg. Okay, egg's easy enough to add. Crack our egg in. Okay, there's the egg. Grab another fingies counter for us. Gotta get the fingies clean. Feels like a game for the viewers. Yeah, you guys are Remy. All right, how much vanilla did I need? I needed 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. That's a tablespoon. That is a 1/4 teaspoon. That's a 1/4 of a cup. That's a tablespoon. That's a 1/4. Do I have a teaspoon? Half a teaspoon. That'll work. I'm sure I do somewhere, just not really available. Does it matter? We're 1 short? Oh, on the fingies? Yeah. It is bourbon vanilla extract. Is this still count as vanilla? Is that still the appropriate amount of vanilla? Yes? Okay. All right. I never know the difference between vanilla and vanilla extract, or if it's just the same shit and just people call it different stuff. I needed a teaspoon, right? 1 teaspoon. Okay. There's 1/2. There's 1. 90% vanilla extract if the audience gets control. This is double fold bourbon vanilla extract with vanilla bean seeds. Product of Mauritius. I saw someone at Trader Joe's the other week saying that that's the best vanilla extract out there. Well, guess where I be doing all my shopping? This is really good vanilla extract. This is good shit. I've liked everything I put this in. Okay. And now we mix this up too, eh? Remember to always unplug your beaters so you don't take a finger off. That's the good stuff at Trader Joe's? Okay. Hello. There we go. Get that locked in. All right, I'm just gonna grab this and just keep it over my shoulder at this point. I keep rinsing my hands off. Okay. And now we mix, okay. Do you have espresso powder? I do not have any espresso powder, James, no. I have cocoa powder. Now you're a real chef? I know. All right, that seems pretty well combined, I feel like. That's looking pretty well combined. All right, chat, how am I doing? Does that look good? Does that look appropriate? Is that mixed enough? Needs mixed more? What are we feeling? Good? Bad? Terrible? Looking great? Okay. All right. We've got our little ball of wets down in here. Chef's kiss? Okay, perfect. Perfect. I'm assuming, and now is it the point where we start adding the dries to our wets here? Yeah? Yes, okay. We'll probably need that again, won't we? We'll just set this aside. I'm assuming we'll need our mixer again. That's fine. Okay, dries. Sugar we've done. A 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. What is packed brown sugar? Does that just mean I pack it into like the measuring cup? So, Bad Kitty, I decided to go with not doing the double chocolate ones. And we're just gonna do like straight up just normal chocolate chips. So, bro didn't even like the mixers. It's raw egg and butter and sugar. Why would I eat that? Pack it in the cup, okay. Don't overmix your cookies will be hard as long as the added ingredients is combined, you're good. Okay, yeah, I think it's good there. Brown sugar's never loose, you tamp it down the cup when measuring. Ah, okay, making a sandcastle. So I probably don't want to use this since this is 1 cup. Then let's get an actual 1/2 cup measurement so we can be precise. All right. It's dark brown sugar. I don't know if that makes any sort of difference. It's like making a sandcastle. Okay. Oh, that is hard. My brown sugar is a little hardened. This might be a problem. Uh-oh. I'm assuming I probably shouldn't have to be chipping my brown sugar away. Well. Keep a slice of bread that stops from hardening. Okay. I'm gonna take a metal chopstick and we'll see if we can just like break it up. Is hardened brown sugar gonna ruin this? Because I don't have other brown sugar. This is all I got. Or do I just need to like hack this apart? Oh God. Think it should be fine? Microwaving should help. I don't know if I can microwave this plastic container. I should be able to, right? It's plastic. I feel like plastic can be microwaved, right? That is a brick. Well, see, back here, the problem is it doesn't come out. 20 seconds will be fine? Okay, I'm trusting you. I have others if I ruin this. We'll do a 10-second interval. All right, let's see if that did anything for us. Place it in the microwave for like 10 to 20 seconds with a damp paper towel. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna choose your own adventure game, obstacle after obstacle. I mean, that's just me cooking in general, is obstacle after obstacle. All right, 10 to 20 seconds with a damp paper towel, because yeah, that did jack all. Paper towel like over the top of it or like just around? That feels like slightly more than damp. All right, we'll try 20 seconds. You know, if we didn't have adversity and obstacles, we wouldn't have any fun along the way. You know? Come on. Gotta have a little fun. Don't over... Oh, yeah, I already read that. We gotta have some fun along the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brown sugar that's no longer a rock. All right. Let's see if that helped steam brown sugar into not being a brick. I don't think that changed anything. Wouldn't be a Dak cooking streaming video without obstacles. Would not be. Oh, we kind of loosened it. Hey, it's loosening. It's loosening. Oh my God. We're getting there. Hell yeah. That's what she said? No, she said, damn, it's hard as a rock. Perfect. I feel like we run it back a little bit longer. This is getting better. It's getting better. I think we do it again. I think we do it again. Can we do it again without damaging things? I feel like we can do it again. Probably need a little more water on our paper towel here. Great trick for reheating pizza and fries is not having come out rubbery. Ooh, that is a good trick. All right, let's try it again. Another 20 seconds. Because 20 seconds seem to loosen up quite a bit. I don't know why I'm grabbing this. I have it over my shoulder. Oh, goodness. 10 seconds. I tell you. Oh, boy. I like that. That was a good idea on the whiteboard. I like it. All right. How are we doing? Would it be the end of the world if I just tossed this into a food processor to break it up? I have a food processor. Would that be the end of the world? Because this is still pretty chunky. I feel like a food processor could help get this back to like a nice sugary consistency. That can help too. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that because this is working, but it is still chunky. So let me grab that because I definitely have a food processor, which feels like that would probably be the right move at this point. Now the next question is, where did I put my immersion blender? DB, that's a wonderful idea if I owned a rolling pin. I do not actually own a rolling pin. The closest thing to a rolling pin that I own is a bottle of Campari, which I have definitely used as a rolling pin. So a hammer. I do have a hammer. I do indeed have a hammer. We'll try this. That works too, yeah. Yeah, I don't have all of the rubber mallet preferred. I've got my little rubber mallets. Same one I've been using to put the shamrocks up. Figure you might need a rolling pin. Do I need a rolling pin for this? That's gonna be a problem if I need a rolling pin for this. Anything that can crush it, okay. Well, we don't need a crazy amount. We need a half cup, so. Let's just get some in there. You can see how chunky it is. It is, like, way chunky. I think the food processor will do the trick. Hello. What's happening? Okay, there we go. Next up, Dak does the dishes, pretty much. It's like a shake weight. All right. It's a lot better. There's definitely still some chunks in there, which I feel like it probably isn't good to have the little chunks in there, because assuming we don't want any chunks whatsoever in here. And these are pretty hard little granules, which are probably not going to come out. Do I have a sieve? Do I have a sieve of some kind? Because we could sieve this out to be like smaller granules. Gonna turn it into powdered sugar? I know. It probably is already powdered at this point. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I'll be honest. Little chunks will be fine? Okay. We should probably try and sieve this a little bit then. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do, because like some of these chunks are still quite large. Like this is a good sized chunk here, and we probably don't want something that big. So let me think of what we can do here. I have like strainers. I have this one, and it's got pretty small holes. Like, what if we did something like that, maybe? Try to like reduce the amount of size of the stuff here. Yeah, use a colander. That's what I was thinking. The things we do to make this work. Is this backseat baking? Pretty much, because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never baked cookies before ever in my life, so this is a first. Not from scratch, at least. It's like the world's slowest process because I'm having to like do this. Who let me in the kitchen? Why are y'all letting me do this? What recipe am I using? An ancient one from a really old Betty Crocker cookbook I have. And the problem we have right now is my brown sugar is like chunky. We probably don't want chunky brown sugar. So that's part of my problem right now. So I'm currently sieving my brown sugar so that way I don't have the chunks in there. It's not a Toll House one. No, it is from the very ancient Betty Crocker cookbook that my mother gave me a million years ago. Literally to the point where like the pages are yellowed. This is a old, when was this printed? This was printed in 1983. This is 10 years older than I am. That cookbook has like 3 kids and 2 mortgages. And like a 401k and is looking to retire soon. Like, it's 5 older than me. It's old, man. All right, this actually worked out oh, dude, this worked out great. Look at that. I don't know if that's enough, but this worked out great. This is a great idea. Yeah, because look at all the chunkies we have in here. That's a lot of chunkies. Okay. I don't know if this is enough, but we're going to see if that's enough. Because that's a good bit. All right. Let's see if this is enough to get... Oh, I made a mess. Oh, I made a mess. What mess? I don't know what you're talking about. All right, let's see if that's enough. Can I get a half cup out of this? Oh, yeah, we can get a half cup out of this. All right, half cup just goes right in here, right? Using shortening is very 80s code is very easy. Easy peasy. Okay, that's slightly more. That's definitely slightly more. Just use a heaping amount. I mean, this, I'm packing it. I'm packing as best I can here. A little bit got in there, but it's fine. We're packing. Okay. That's a half cup packed. Yay, I'm doing it. That only took us on a nice little detour. It's fine. We needed a little detour. Keep us locked in, you know? Okay. What else do we need? Granulated sugar's already in there. Cup packed brown sugar in there. Butter in there. Shortening. Okay, do we actually use... No, we don't use the shortening. We already use too much butter. Skip that. Skip the shortening. 1 egg. Done. Vanilla. Done. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour or whole wheat flour. Okay, 1.5 cups of flour. So we just need 3 of these bad boys. Okay. I just use the whole amount from that bowl. I mean, I can use the whole amount if we want. I feel like that's a half cup, no? I mean, I have this much left. It like heaped up a little bit. Do we just use the rest of it? Mix the sugar, other stuff first. Okay, do we just use the rest of this or no? Just full send without the rest of this brown sugar? I feel like that's roughly a half cup, right? There we go. A little bit more for luck. Okay, mix this, you say, eh? Can do. I keep putting things away that I need still. Hang on there, Dak. You still need that. I think it's good? Okay. We'll dry these off real quick. At this step, I won't need the mixer. Okay, cool. All right. Just unplug both. Make sure that is unplugged so I don't take a finger off. You get to fold the flour. You just fold it in. Just fold it in. What do you mean? You just fold it in. I'm glad you guys liked the Schitt's Creek reference because that's all I could think of when I was editing. You just fold it in. What does that even mean? I don't know. You just fold it in. I was dying to myself laughing at that. Okay, I'm just making more of a mess. That's fine. Stay. All right, mix. Try to wipe down the edge of the bowls here. There we go. Get a little bit of that in there. Oh! Come back here, you. There we go. All right, I'm assuming we don't want to overdo this as well, right? That seems pretty well combined. I'm gonna go with that. That seems solid. All right. So if that's good, all right, get that off. Watch these turn out just fucking amazing even after all of my chaos. I mean, they're chocolate chip cookies. I feel like it's really hard to fuck up chocolate chip cookies. You know? I feel like it's really easy to do chocolate chip cookies. I say that as somebody who has zero skill or experience in making chocolate chip cookies. You have seen tonight the max amount of skill I have in making them, but I feel like this is pretty easy. They're gonna be delicious? I think so. The ultimate sweet treat night. Okay. I just got some on my laptop. That's just going everywhere. All right, how are we looking? Pretty good? We looking solid? Thoughts, feelings, criticisms. What are we thinking? Good so far? I feel like they look good so far. Real solid? Solid is in like a positive criticism or a positive assessment of the situation, or not good? All right, we need 1.5 cups of flour. And then I'm assuming we put the baking soda in at the same time, yeah? Flour and baking soda at the same time? I'm actually really jealous you're gonna be eating chocolate chip cookies tonight. I know. We'll see. All right, 1.5 cups. If we run out of flour, I have more, so. Make sure my flour is not hard. Flour I actually have more of, so. Add the baking soda, add salt. Oh, I forgot about salt. I did not do salt. Because literally this is all I have for salt. Put the salt in on top of the flours or put the salt in now? Mix the flour and baking soda together first. Okay. Do I do the salt now or no? Was my butter salted? No, unsalted butter. It is unsalted butter. Mix the baking soda and the flour together first. Okay. I can do that. We'll set that there. I can do that. All right, flour is not hardened. We're good. Salt in with the flour and baking soda. Okay. Could just use the brown sugar bowl. Whatever. We're making more dishes. It's fine. It's fine. All right, 1.5 cups. Half a cup. One cup. I wasn't packing it, I was just trying to get it on the side. Spoon the flour in, okay. I'll go a little under on that one since I went a little over on the other two. We'll call that full dishwasher night. Yup, I've already ran it once today. All right, so there is our flour. And then we needed, how much baking soda? Baking soda? Half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. I have a 1/4 teaspoon. We'll go with that. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. Baking's a science, and I am a bad scientist. There's a 1/4 of a teaspoon. There is 2/4 of a teaspoon. There we go. Could measure by weight. I do not have a scale. I was a little under on the last one, so I do not have a scale. So again, we're working with what I got, and what I got is not a lot. So we try our best, you know, and if it turns out great, it turns out great. If it turns out shitty, it turns out shitty. We're having fun either way. All right, how much salt did I need? I needed a quarter of a teaspoon. Okay, that's not a whole lot. Excuse me. Do I have another quarter teaspoon since I just got that one wet? I think I do. Come on out there, you. Oh my god, everything's stuck. Quarter teaspoon, nice. I have a second one. I'm probably not gonna be able to get that drawer open later. It's fine. All right, I really need to get like an actual container of salt and not just, literally all I have is Mediterranean sea salt in the grinder. That's all the salt I have. So, how y'all doing? How's your day? Sit here and grind my salt. That's probably enough. Maybe too much. That seems like a dangerous way of doing this. No way to do this right. We'll do it this way. This is a terrible way of doing it. Yo, what's up, Natasha? How you doing? Salt bay it. That's about all I can do. Corrosive! How you doing, dude? Thank you for the 55 streak stream. Sorry, I can't see alerts. Sorry if I'm missing stuff. I do apologize. All right, quarter of a teaspoon of salt. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Okay, cool. I think that's all the stuff we needed for this, right? Salt. This says half a cup of chopped nuts if you wanted to put nuts in your chocolate chip cookies, but I don't want to. So, should probably whisk this together, I'm assuming. Is there a, I'm assuming I put the chocolate chip cookies in here as well. You fold it in. Like I'm whisking this together and then fold this into that. Yeah? I'm just whisking this together first. Yo, butterflies, have a good night. Chocolate chips last. Okay. So mix this together so that way salt, baking soda, and flour are mixed together. And then fold this into there. All right. Partners got home to hang out. Nice. Have a wonderful evening. Chocolate chips added before completely mixing the flour. So like a little bit of flour, a little bit of chocolate chips, a little bit of flour, a little bit of chocolate chips, kind of like back and forth kind of action. Yeah. That feels combined. I have too much stuff happening over here. Let me clean up my space here. I have way too much happening on the kitchen countertop here. You just don't want to overmix everything. I do not want to overmix everything. You are right. And I'm the king of overmixing things. Oh, don't fall off of there. You are correct. I do not want to do that. Okay, I'm setting plastic things on a hot oven top. That's probably a very bad decision from me. Okay, don't overmix. So like a little bit of that in, and then just start squishing, yeah? I don't know what folding it in actually means. Just this kind of thing, yeah? And the flour is mostly all the way. I'm just squishing it, yeah. With my spatula. Okay, well that's a good, that would have been better after my fingers are already in here. The fingies are in. We're using the fingies. We're using the fingies. Who puts fingers in cookie dough? I don't know. I've never done this before. I'd just be doing stuff, man. I don't know what. I'm just doing stuff. A little bit finger action. Oh! Where'd my thing go? Oh my god. Eh. I'm losing everything. I'm losing everything. This is going terribly. Come on, get more flour on there. Get off my fingers. Eventually this will be off my fingers, but I do. I put my fingers in cookie dough. I've only folded laundry? Yes, I have only folded laundry before. I don't know what I'm doing! More flour, that'll fix the issue, right? More flour always fixes the problem. I feel like this is not getting any less sticky. In fact, I feel like it's getting stickier. Doing on the internet so brave. I sang Pam Pony Club on the internet. I don't know if I can get any more cringe than me singing Pam Pony Club. That was pretty cringe. There's one thing I'm good at doing, it's making a fool of myself on the internet. So, you're welcome. Or I'm sorry, I don't know. Whichever is your takeaway. If you like the energy, claim it, I guess. I don't know. Yo, Corrosive, have a good night. I'll put this whole thing on YouTube. If anybody misses any part of this tonight, I will have this on YouTube later this weekend. So, don't worry. This is how I make tortillas, and tortillas around like cookies. So, yeah? All right. We're on the same page, Sparkly Witch. I get you. All right. A little more flour. It did say this could end up being sticky. That was more for like the double chocolate cookie dough stuff, but you know, I just assume all cookie dough can be a little bit sticky, you know? Someone needs to overnight you a chef's hat. I know. I know I keep saying I'm gonna get the PO box set up, but I actually need to because apparently Amazon is gonna start doxing me. So I turned off the Amazon wishlist stuff for now. It doesn't dox me yet, but it will as of like later this month. It's gonna start doxing me now, which is super cool. That was like one of my better ways I had of like avoiding all the Throne pricing issues. Yeah, apparently, so what they're doing is like, right now you can restrict it so that your information is not shared with third-party sellers, which means that you guys, if you were to ever order something from the wish list, you don't get updates with my personal address on it. But now they're updating it to where you don't have an option and it'll always be shared with third-party sellers, which means that I don't have any control over that on there anymore, which is like, okay, well, that's annoying. So shout out to DB for watching my back and having an eye on that, because yeah. Yeah, I need to adjust my throne, though, because the throne stuff, apparently there's a way to set it up. I was talking with Scarlett. Scarlett was saying there's a way to set it up to where it goes to basically, like, if you guys purchase something, the amount for that goes to me, and then I can purchase it separately to their... So when, like, you guys then aren't getting hit with the shipping costs as much, I guess? I don't know. I need to look into that and figure that out. There's a better way to do it. Or just set up a P.O. box, and then you can send me whatever the hell you want, so... All right, I only have this much flour yet left. Should I start doing chocolate chips at this point? I only have a little bit of flour left. Get all the flour in? Okay. So the one thing with the P.O. box, thing is I needed to look into it, and the reason I was like a little iffy on it is I've heard and I've seen conflicting information. So I just need to, I'm gonna go to the post office tomorrow, because I need to mail a card to my sister. So I was gonna just ask while I'm there, because the one thing with the P.O. box is I've seen conflicting info online about, like, with a P.O. box, you can only receive mail from USPS. You can't receive it from other carriers, which is like, how does that work then for like a business? But I don't think that's true. But the internet's known to lie to me, so I don't know. This is really sticky. All right. There goes the rest of the flour. And then now you're saying I'll put in some of these. There's like half of what we have. But yeah, I do want to get the P.O. box set up. I know I've been saying that for a long time. I know I'm slow on it, but I've been busy with shit, so a lot of life happening these days, you know? I think they would deliver. That's the thing is, I'm like, only USPS has access to the mailboxes. Maybe we'll pick up in post office. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's why I was gonna like talk to them and just be like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. This is why I'm trying to do it. Is this the best way of doing it? Or is there a better way of doing this? I believe a P.O. box can work with that, but I just don't know. So I figured I'll just ask them at the post office and they'll just be able to tell me. So I got to go to there tomorrow anyways, so. Yeah, I could just do a tip goal too if we wanted to. Okay. This is actually looking like cookie dough. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, I figured they'll have the answer, right? Like, all right, this is actually looking like cookie dough. Oh my god. Oh my god, I might have done it. Well, I shouldn't get too far ahead of myself here. I may have almost done it. This is going to be very chocolate chip heavy. There's a lot of chips in this. We're saying this, but I still have yet to put them in the oven, so. Let's temper our expectations. This is a little tacky, sticky. Should we like let this chill? Because we could let it chill for like 30 minutes. Oh, DB, I don't know if DB or dad mode's in here, but you guys want to allow that message? Can you set up a Dropbox like a CVS or so many locations for stuff? James, yes. There is an option for that. And there's like third-party shippers and stuff. I just need to look into it. Thank you, DB. Appreciate that. I believe this thing says non-USPS needs the post office address in addition to the P.O. box number. Like UPS doesn't know which post office box. Okay. I don't mind giving, I mean, you guys already know I live in Minneapolis. Like, I'm totally fine throwing that up there, but throw it in the freezer since your fingers warmed it up. Okay. How do we feel? I'm trying to make sure I've got all the flour off, the loose flour off the bottom. Just full pause in there? Yes, ma'am. How's it going, Scarlett? We are just putting full pause in there. I don't know any other way of doing it. Yeah, we can toss it in the finger for a second. They spread more without chilling. We should probably chill it a little bit. Nessa, Lucy makes biscuits. How does it feel to me? It's tacky. It feels very sticky. It's very, very sticky. But, thoughts. How did I do? Shows your current city. Yeah, you guys already know where I live. I'm not shy about you guys knowing I live in Minneapolis, so. Looks great? Okay. Hell yeah. Sick. Okay. Let's wash the hands off. Looks amazing. We'll go with it. All right, there's the fingies. 10 out of 10. Thank you. Thank you. Despite everything, I think you did it. I know, the fact that we had to make a homemade sieve to make my brown sugar work. Hang on, I need to add brown sugar to where's my shopping list? Brown sugar needs to go on there because I need more brown sugar now. Now that I'm realizing how destroyed, I don't know where my shopping list is. Whatever, my shopping list is somewhere. I need to add brown sugar to my shopping list now, though. Goodness gracious. Okay, so let's toss this in the freezer. Also, here's that spaghetti pie that I told you about in the freezer. I saw a spaghetti pie. Oh, and regular salt. Yeah, regular salt would be a good idea, too. Stay, don't fall. Okay. How long should we wait on that? I don't know which one of these was going in which. It's fine. Like 10 minutes? 15 minutes? How long should we wait? It makes Dak a pawpaw. Is there a certain amount we should wait on that? Powdered sugar, flour, brown sugar. There we go. All right. Put baking soda away. $30 minutes? Okay, let me set a timer. 30 minutes, you say? Clock, timers, 30 minutes, counting down now. There we go. All right, perfect. That is now going. 30 minutes. Sick. Have you heated the oven? Yes. Oven's already preheated. Oven is already preheated. I usually don't wait. I know. Whatever shall we do for 30 minutes? I mean, hang out, tell bad jokes. I don't know. I also could go back over to the PC and we can do stuff because I do have that up over there. I'm also trying to like clean things up as we go so I'm not just like destroying everything. Oh, how big do we make cookies? Hang on. Drop the dough by rounded teaspoonfuls. Rounded teaspoonfuls. So this is the problem I had last time we made cookies, is I was like, I don't know how big a fucking teaspoon is. Like, if I grab actual spoons, I have 2 sizes of actual spoons, you make them cookie size. Okay, well, my cookie size is just a sheet pan of cookies that I then just slice later. Like, this says teaspoon size. That's a tablespoon. That's a tablespoon. Do I have a teaspoon? Teaspoon seems too small. Am I misreading that? Teaspoonfuls by rounded teaspoonfuls. This makes 3.5 dozen cookies? This makes 3.5 dozen What? No, I know teaspoon's the smaller one, tablespoon's the bigger one. That's a lot of fucking cookies. That's like Cookie Crisp size cookies. What? Yeah, Betty Crocker. Betty, girlfriend, you're lying to me. What? I'm reading it correctly. Hang on. I'm showing you this because I'm reading it correctly. Where is it? Okay. Right above my fingers. Right above my fingers here. 3.5 dozen. Should have read it before? What do you mean I should have read it before? You know my reading comprehension skills are lackluster at best. Cookies for weeks? No kidding. Yeah, we're gonna go tablespoon size because what the fuck do you mean teaspoon size? What? No. We're gonna size these by our heart. These are gonna be heart sized. What do you mean? Huh? We knew from the start you did not read this beforehand? No, I literally came into this saying I didn't have a recipe. Yeah, teaspoon is tiny. Like if I was trying to make Cookie Crisp cereal. I'm not gonna be too big. We'll look at it the size here. It is parchment paper. Culinary parchment paper. It is indeed parchment paper. You decided to bake cookies with no recipe? Exactly. Yes, I did. You stressed me out? You're welcome. You're so welcome. Glad I could perform this service for you today. Cryptid with a 100! Cryptid! 100 stream streak. God damn, Cryptid. Holy. Thank you, Cryptid, for the long time support. Holy shit. Cookies are about the only thing that's truly hard as fuck up? Yeah. No, yeah, there was no instructions. This literally has no instructions. Like, if I read you this, cookies, about cookie making. Sit down, chat. Grab your snack. Pull on up. It's story time. Cookies are classified by the way they are formed. Drop, bar, molded, refrigerated, rolled, pressed. Many can be made with a direct substitution of whole wheat flour, noted in the recipes, of course. Drop cookies are made with stone ground whole wheat flour, may spread more, and have a coarser texture than cookies made with all-purpose flour. Follow the recipe. Read through the recipe, then heat the oven. I heated the oven and didn't read the recipe. Assemble and measure the ingredients, putting them all on a tray provides a built-in double check. I did not do that. Collect the utensils. Also did not do that. Use a good cookie sheet. I have this. For evenly brown cookies, choose shiny, bright cookie sheets at least 2 inches narrower and shorter than the oven. I didn't measure shit. Do not grease unless called for in the recipe. Always place dough on a cool cookie sheet. Dough spreads on a hot one. It saves time to work with 3 or 4 cookie sheets you can fill and bake at the same time. Bake 1 cookie. If it spreads more than desired, add 1 or 2 cookies. This is a test cookie. Should we do a test cookie? What's on the next page? A recipe for pumpkin cookies and then carrot coconut cookies. So this side here is the main cookie recipe. This is alternate cookies. Happy 3 months, Belle. The next area says rolling and shaping. When rolling the dough, use a pastry cloth and a stockinette covered rolling pin. These will make rolling easier and help prevent the dough from sticking. I use my hands. That's the same thing, right? When shaping dough for molded, drop, or refrigerator cookies, make each the same size and thickness to assure uniform baking. Baking. For delicate ground... Okay, that's about baking. This is about storing. This is about freezing baked cookies, freezing cookie dough. Here's the actual recipe. All it says below this for directions is heat the oven to 375. Done. Mix sugars, margarine, shortening, egg, and vanilla. Stir in remaining ingredients. I guess it did have instructions, but they were 1 sentence long. There were instructions, but they were 1 sentence long. So, they existed. I didn't read them. Who reads instructions anymore? Come on. Who needs to read? Reading instructions is for chumps. Who needs to read anything? I can't close my cupboard door anymore. Get down in there, you. 1 sentence, too long, didn't read. Exactly. We got there in the end. It's fine. We made it. It's fine. All right, do we want to do more artwork while we're waiting? I have another whiteboard we could draw on. Also, if you missed our artwork at the very start, what's up, Gio? How you doing? Should have given a TLDR for that sentence. I know, it was really honestly too long of a sentence. You do this shit and somehow it always works out. Don't you love it? We rat cooking, baby! We rat cooking. To make a bigger size cookie? Exactly, that's what my plan is. We rat, we jam, we cookie. I don't know, something else that rhymes. Who up cooking they rat? I have big news. Ooh, what's going on, Belle? I feel like we should draw something on this one. Trying to think what we draw. What do we draw? How much is on our timer? We probably have like 20 minutes still. We have 21 minutes, 22 minutes. I'm gonna do my dishes. Hand the cookie dough, yep. Another cookie. We could do more cookies. Not that I need more cookies. You guys remember, I'm gonna be the only one eating these unless I like drive them to other people, but my car doesn't work right, so that probably won't be happening. They have not been asked out to be their partner. Oh my God, Belle, congratulations. I'm assuming you said yes. That's so exciting though. Draw Fairy Princess Scarlet. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can try. Not yet. Okay. What are we feeling though? Are we feeling it's like a yes or no? I am interested in them. Ooh, exciting. Exciting. I need to move this shit off of here. Oh my God. I have too much stuff in my kitchen right now. Fairy Princess Scarlet. Okay, that requires pink. Draw you. Yes. Won't be too long. Got scheduling an hour, then need some sleep. So I'm going to get some class I need to take. Good luck, Gio. Hope you get all the stuff that you want to take in the order you want to take it. Leaning yes. Hey, you never know. Life's short. Shoot your shot. Date the person. You never know. Like one of your French girls. Okay. I feel like I want to start with wings, but I don't know. I know how to do the wings properly. It's the rest of everything I don't know how to do. This is good. Scarlett, I am so sorry in advance. This is going to look terrible because I am the exact opposite of an artiste. Very much the opposite of this. More news. Ooh, what is the next? More news. Officially sign up for classes April 20th. Nice, let's go. All right, I'm gonna start with a head. A neck. Oh God. Oh my. Oh no. Nope. We're restarting. We're restarting. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not an artist. Whose idea was this? It was a terrible idea. And my fastest filed? Nice. Okay, this is a terrible idea. Draw a volcano spewing cookies. Okay, I like that idea. I cannot draw. No, I cannot draw Scarlet. No, I know what her VTuber model looks like. Here, Scarlet will be like flying over. I can do like a tiny fairy. We'll do a tiny fairy at the top. We'll do a volcano spewing cookies. I like that. Because I can't draw a full-size Scarlet. I'm not an artist. I'm surprised the rat turned out. Let's be real here. Incredibly surprised the rat even looks halfway decent. Where did my brown go? All right, we're gonna do like a freaking Bob Ross painting up in here. We need a reference. Yes, send me photos. All right. We're Bob Ross in it. Where'd my brown go? I need my brown. Where's my brown at? Brown. Brown? Brown. Hello. Hello? All right, chat. Who stole the brown? Okay. Because that's definitely purple. I had a brown. I don't know where I went. Scarlet dropping titties in chat? Oh my God. Oh man. Now I gotta go scroll back up so I can see everything. Scarlet as your Stardew Fairy. Yes. Yes. Reference. If that's my reference, okay. Hang on. I can do this. I can do this. Yep, okay. Yep, uh-huh. Wait. Scroll back up. Okay. How'd I do? How did I do? That's my best attempt. That is my best attempt. I am terrible at drawing. I never said I was good. Perfect, thank you. I literally never claimed to be an artist. That's what I was... Okay, the emote doesn't have a head. That was my reference that I had to work with. You can't say Dax screwing this up and you give me that as a reference. I don't know where the brown is, so we're kind of doing this for our volcano. I'm Bob Ross in this. There's the head. You are an artist? I am not. I'm a chaos artist, if anything. I'm doing my best Bob Ross here. It's a happy little tree. We love a happy little tree. There's probably a fairy in this forest. You never know. If you look hard, you might find one. All right, real talk though, would you guys walk into a Fae trap? I feel like I probably would. I probably wouldn't even realize it's a Fae trap until I was like, man, this is nice digs. Y'all live here? And I'm just like in one, you know? That would probably be the way I would go. I feel like honestly at this point I'd willingly walk into one. 100% yeah? Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page. Mushroom circle, I'm going in. Cool. I'm glad we're all on the same page with that. Because honestly, just like, can't be worse than here. If you draw Scar, you kind of have to draw a duck army behind her because she has too many. I am the Fae trap? Oh, I'm already in deep then. Damn, okay. I figured I was already stuck. All right, where did my brown go actually? Because I have a plan, but I need my brown. Where did my brown go? I had it. I literally had it earlier. That's blue. That's green. That's orange. That's another green. That's blue. There's the brown. It was hiding. I found it. I found it. All right, here's the trees. See, very Bob Ross. There's the trees. We're cooking here. We're cooking. That's the start of the volcano. Okay. All this talk about aliens, I'm like, you have zero fucks about them unless they're here to save from the shithole. Yep. Stunning, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Because you gotta have like a tree line, right? All right, there we go. Yo, what's up, Punk? Been looking last hour and a half while napping. Have the worst migraine. I hope you feel better soon, Punk. All right, Scarlet has been added. This is the best drawing that I can do of Scarlet. I'm so sorry. That's our little Scarlet. She's flying towards. She's causing the cookie eruption here, honestly. So I'm sorry you look like a bug. I promise that you do not look. I'm sorry you look like a bug. It's the best I can do. I don't know how to draw fairies. I don't know how. I don't know how to do fairies. They didn't teach us that at Not Art School. I blame being left-handed. Dak can only draw titties or bugs. I'm trying my best here. These don't even look like cookies. Left-handed community is rebelling. Yeah, I'm having to draw this upside down because I'm left-handed here, okay? Welcome to Cookie Mountain. Cookies are pouring out of the volcano. How did I do? How's my Bob Rossian cookie volcano? Those are cookies. I feel like I did halfway decent. It's Cookie Mountain, Charlie. I'll try and redo Scarlet here. Because that does look like a bug. That was a very bad attempt. I don't know how to do this, though. I'm not forgiving the bug with the rest passes. I'm going to try to redo the bugs. Did I add the chips to the cookies here or to the cookies in the batter? Yes, I did add it to the batter. I feel like starting with the wings is probably better.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Scarlet, I know you don't have a wand, but you now have a wand, by the way. I hope you know that. A wand is a wild edition. Well, how else are you supposed to know it's a fairy? Fallen. Hi, Mina. All right, how did I do? I feel like this is better. I already have multiple? Yeah, we knew that. The one's not from Bad Dragon, though. Is this better? How did I do? Did I redeem myself? My lack of art skills? No, I realize. I know what you're saying. We're gonna go with that. 6 out of 10. That's about the max of my skill set here. Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm screwing this up. Stuff is falling off. Stuff is falling off. Things are falling off the fridge. Things are falling off the fridge. All right, there we go. Perfection. Team Chaos, what's up, Johnny? I spent all my skills on cookies? I did. All right, how's our timer doing? We have 9 more minutes. Yeah, I maxed out the skill tree on cookies and not on art skills. So, it's a weird mechy build that I feel like I did for myself here, you know? Oh, goodness. All right, here's the real question. Do we think that we should put this flour into my flour bin? Ah! Should I toss this in a bowl, put this flour in, and put this flour back on top? I feel like I should do that. I'm gonna do that. That feels like a smart thing to do. I don't have a lot of flour left in here anyways. That way the old stuff still gets used at the top, you know? We'll work on the kitchen stuff while we're waiting, you know? I did mostly mix everything by hand, Johnny, yeah. Mostly everything was by hand. I not mostly. I did mix a lot of it with a mixer, I guess. I had the hand mixer. Is this gonna fit all this? This might not fit all this. What are we listening to? Oh yeah, there's no way this fits all this. There is no way that's gonna all fit in there. Well, we have a little bit left, that's fine. Oh, it was Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, I was like, what are we listening to? Close enough. Close enough. All right, let me go put this back in my pantry. Yeah, I need to get new brown sugar because that brown sugar is bad. Big Brain Play, stop pouring. It would have made a flour explosion. All right. I think we're ready. I think 20 minutes is enough, right? 23 minutes? We're going to stop at 23 minutes. Oh, that's like hardened. Oh, yeah, we're stopping at 23 minutes. Oh, yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. Okay. That is plenty. Okay. You stop this so our alarm doesn't actually go off. All right. Time for some cookies. I'm just gonna grab some. We're just gonna do this. Just gonna like roll it into a ball. Is that too big? Is that too big of a ball? That's like maybe it was in the freezer. Yeah, this is like a little bit under golf ball size, around a golf ball size. Is that too big? Too small? Like what are we feeling? How's that? About 1 inch across. That's like 1.5 inches, maybe. Take a little off. Golf ball's a fat cookie. I don't know how big cookies are supposed to be. Okay. Here's a 1 tablespoon measurement next to it. Good, bad, terrible? No? You know? How we feeling? Supposed to be 30 minutes in the fridge. We did 20, but this is like pretty solid still, so. I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that being our size. That's perfect? Okay. Is there the right or wrong size? I know there's no right or wrong size, but like, you know. Looks good? Okay, we'll roll with it. Get it? Roll because we're rolling. I'll stop. I'll see myself out. All right. Here's the real question, though. What was your guys' first cookies you ever made? If you've ever made cookies. Because you are seeing my first ever attempt at making cookies right now. So, that's good. So you won't have 3 dozen cookies? Yeah, I don't need 3 dozen cookies. I'm already going to have to be like sharing these with like the rest of the apartment complex. Make sure you space them far enough apart. You have 1 cookie. I mean, is that a bad thing? Or I'll do like 3. They're all like an inch or so apart. We'll just make as many cookies as we have. I have more flat pans, so. Chocolate chip, nice, nice. Trying to remember my first memory of like doing something in the kitchen. What was my first memory of doing something? 12 cookies per sheet. All right, 3, 6. I'm around 12 to 18. Or 12 to 15, excuse me. I'm around like 12 to 15 cookies. Pre-made dough, yeah. Not counting home ec class, my first ever cookies were snickerdoodles. See, I took a home ec class in high school, and we did like waffles and stuff, but I don't think we ever did cookies. I have no memory of doing cookies. We definitely did waffles, which I already knew how to make because my dad makes waffles made waffles for us all the time growing up. And so I've like known how to make homemade waffles for a long, long time. That's been something I've known how to make like for a long time. First time baking was in like 2nd grade, made blueberry muffins. Ooh, there you go. Blueberry muffins sound delicious. These are definitely gonna be very chocolate chip heavy, but I don't even care, you know? Very heavy on the chocolate chips. Maybe that's the way we get our double chocolateness, you know? They're box ones, they're good. I mean, they sounded good. These are very chocolate chip heavy. But, you know, we measure with our heart, and that's how we do things. Ever since I can't do blueberries. Really? Really? To this day, cannot do blueberries. Interesting. I love blueberries. Fresh blueberries are one of my favorite, like, summertime treats. I love me some blueberries. These are very chocolate chip heavy. Like, I'm having to, like, jam the chocolate chips in here. Make a mean blueberry sourdough? Okay, Scarlett, I'm assuming the answer is yes, but have you had your blueberry sourdough with the vanilla blueberry goat cheese? I'm assuming the answer is yes. And how was that? I need to know. I'm assuming it was amazing, but... Yes? See, I knew. I knew the answer was going to be yes. 10 out of 10? Oh. Knew it, knew it. I would do crazy things for a chocolate chip cookie right now. Well, I have some. Home ec, we did venison and other weird things. Okay, Fire Ice, did you grow up in like a really small town? Because that sounds like some shit that my high school would have done. And I'm from a very small town where like hunting was like a big thing. Like when I was in high school, people still brought like their hunting rifle in the back of their truck to school, you know? Said Oreos in my grocery order? Nice. I'm trying to remember all we did in home ec. I know we did waffles, but that's like the only thing I actually remember doing. We made aprons, because we did like sewing in our home ec too. So, our teacher not like to hunt, it was a survival class. There you go. All right, yeah, we're gonna have 12 here. I'll have to grab another pan. Hell yeah, small towns, yup. I ran away from my small town as soon as I possibly could, because I wanted nothing to do with it. It's a fine place, it was really small, and I just didn't want to be stuck there, you know? Because basically all the people who never left got stuck there, and I just had no interest in doing that, you know? Moved to a rural area in high school, and for my first week it was in hunting season, so school was just me and all the girls for a week. Yup. I remember when I thought my college town, which had like 50,000 people in it, I remember when my college town felt big to me. And I'm like, damn, this place is huge. And it was a town of like 50,000 people. Now I live in a metro area of like 500,000, I think, and it still feels small sometimes. I think Minneapolis is like 500,000. I don't know if that's just the city or if that's the metropolitan area. I think that might just be the city. All right, there is one sheet of cookies ready to go in the oven. Let's grab another sheet. I have 2 racks in the oven, so we can do 2. That's a perfect size cookie? Okay. I can do 2 racks of cookies because I do have cookies. So I do not have. I only have the one. I only have the one rack here. So that's going to be an adventure. That'll be interesting. All right. I feel like those are spread together. We'll see. We'll see. If they spread together, they spread together. We cut them apart, you know? It's fine. It's still a cookie. Still a cookie at the end of the day, you know? Whether it spreads together or not, all we know is that we're spreading love with our cookies. Actually made brownie cookies? Nice. See, I want to learn how to make brownies. I love brownies. Brownies are one of my all-time favorite, like, desserts. I'm a big brownie person. Love me some brownies. Cookies is cookies? Exactly. If it's 1 cookie or if it's 2 cookies, cookie's a cookie, you know? That might be a little big, but it's fine. Yeah, we're gonna have like maybe 12 and a half. Maybe I'll make some of these a little smaller. We're making it though. Not bad for my first ever try making cookies. I gotta say. I feel like this has gone reasonably well. Brownies the best. I do love brownies. One of my best friends, his mom, used to make brownies with like a fudge top, and oh my god, they were so damn good. All right, we are about done. This is about all the dough we have here. See if I can scrape the rest of this off the bottom of the bowl and add it to my cookie. All right. We have 19 cookies. I feel like 19 cookies is a good amount of cookies. Maybe we'll space these out just a tiny bit, and we'll try to make a little bit more space. Oh yeah, some of those on the other side are really big. Some of those are really big. I think I fucked up here. Some of these are fucking huge. Why did you guys let me make them so big? These are huge. Oh no, what have I done? Those are massive cookies. Oh my god. Trade out some of the big ones for the small. I think they just got progressively bigger. I could split them, but that sounds like a lot of work. We're just gonna fucking send it. We're just gonna space them out a little bit and full send this. Yep, there we go. All right, how long do we bake these for? 8 to 10 minutes. Cool before removing. Okay. It said 3.5 dozen if you did a teaspoon size ball. These are not fucking teaspoon sizes. These are absolutely not teaspoon sizes. So, yeah, teaspoon size was 3.5 dozen. I don't know how they got 3.5 dozen out of that, but yeah, teaspoon size. Absolutely not getting teaspoon size here. All right, let's put these in the oven here. We'll see how this goes. There's the first tray in, and the second tray. All right, we need a timer. Add more time to baking? Yeah, I'm gonna do 9 minutes, and we'll check them. If your cookies were half their size, you'd have on 3.5 dozen. That's what I'm thinking. And I think about half my size would be about a teaspoon. So, 9 minutes. I feel like we did pretty solid. There's not a lot left in this. I feel like I did a good job making sure I'm getting it all out of there. I'm quite pleased with this, honestly. I think this has turned out super, super good so far. I do have lots of dishes to do. That's okay. That's fine. Those are gonna be fire? I hope so. I hope they turn out good. I hope they turn out good. Okay. Which of these was used? This one was used. These two were clean. I love how I got stuff on my shoulder. You're baking like you're cooking? I love it. That's clean too, I think, but whatever. We'll wash it. We'll wash it anyways. Oh, man. You know? I want to start smelling them. I haven't started smelling anything yet. It's not from the towels. It was when I went to do this and the towel wasn't there, and I was like, oh no, where's my towel? Because the towel wasn't there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this book here. What are the kind of cookies? We have pumpkin cookies, carrot coconut cookies, chocolate drops, brown sugar drops, easy filled cookies, hermits. What the hell are hermits? Brown sugar shortening. Almost all of these use shortening. These all use shortening. Ginger creams, coconut meringue bars, oatmeal wheat cookies, lemon squares, mixed nut squares, butterscotch brownies. Brownies! Do I have everything for brownies? 2 squares of unsweetened chocolate. I would need to get chocolate, but that's easy. Everyone needs shortening back there? I know. Yeah. Betty Crocker. I have 2 cookbooks. I have this Betty Crocker one, and the only other one I have is one my mom got me. If any of you guys, I can reach it, I'm short. If any of you guys follow any like baking influencers, Tegan Gerard is a great one to follow. She is very talented. I love her stuff. It's funny, I actually found her through her brother. Her brother, Red, is a professional snowboarder. So I found Tegan through her brother, which is hilarious. But Half Baked Harvest is her username online. But she has amazing stuff. So I don't think I've made anything out of this cookbook yet, but she has a ton of amazing stuff in here. From, great recipes, desserts, you name it. She's amazing, amazing stuff in here. So you get the baking book, Baking Yesteryear. Ooh, is it like an old school baking one? Ooh, shredded Brussels sprout salad. That sounds good. I like Brussels sprouts. What else do I have in here? Cauliflower gnocchi. I do want to learn how to homemade gnocchi. Gnocchi would be really good. Mushroom pizza. I do want to do homemade pizza at some point too. Because I want to learn how to make pizza myself, but I want to learn how to do my own dough, which would be fun. Oh, Spaghetti. I know the guy. He always makes a lot of puns and stuff, right? I've seen him. I love his content. He's super fun. He's super, super fun. Yes. Okay, we're the same guy. But yeah, these are the 2 cookbooks I have. So we're either doing very special recipes and stuff for Tegan's cookbook, or we're going back to the 1950s. So, did you look up CM Alongi's account? She's a cookbook shawarma. That was the one you tagged me in you shared a while back, Belle. I did follow them. I haven't had a chance to go through the account yet. I did follow it though. But yeah, I want to do more cooking from some of these. Also, let me look. Remember when I showed you guys the interior design books that I have? Where did I put those at now is the question. I don't know if you guys remember those interior design books that I shared a long time ago, but I believe they have recipes in them as well. Hang on. Oh my God. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Well, problems. I need a towel. I just spilled my watering can. Sorry, this is all happening off screen. It's fine. Nobody panic. It's just water over by sensitive electronics. It's fine. Oh, who left that there? Who left the watering can sitting in that precarious position? Oh God, Lucy, your toy is wet. Okay, well, great. This is going swimmingly. Oh, good Lord. Who left that there? Chat, who did it? Sorry, Lucy, I didn't mean to disturb your peace. I'm so sorry. We're fine. It's all fun. What's up, Christina? Okay. Eat, drink, nap. I think I showed you guys these before. These are from Soho House, and I believe these have because I showed you these books when we were talking about interior design and stuff. But I believe that this has recipes in it as well from Soho House. Cookhouse, page 60. Yeah. I don't know what this song is, but I'm vibing with it. Cookhouse, yeah. So this has recipes in it from Soho House. If you guys know what Soho House is, this has all kinds of recipes. It's Bad Bunny. I'm vibing. I love the Bad Bunny. There's like prawn cocktail if you want that. I mean, some of this is fancy bougie shit. A roast, a gravy, bread sauce, stuff for Sunday roast, macaroni and cheese, house regular macaroni and cheese. So this has recipes in it too that I could explore. House burger and chips, fish and chips, chicken BLT. There's all kinds of stuff in this. West Hollywood quinoa salad. So, yeah, Soho House is very fancy, but I got these books because I love like the interior design stuff. Is it California, New York City? Both. I believe Soho House is all over the place, but I got their books because I thought they were really cool as like a coffee table book. But these have recipes in them too. I'm kind of remembering now. So, yeah, it is a chain, but I have their recipe books and their interior design books. Woo! That's how you know I'm a real chef. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Oh my God, it smells like cookies in here. Those are not spreading a whole lot. How much time do we have on our timer? Is my name Gray? Looks pink on my end. We have another minute and 20. Oh. All right, I don't think we need this anymore. Goodbye, Betty Crocker. Wait, when was this originally published? So this is the 9th printing, and the 9th printing of this was 1983. Oh! I didn't even think about this. Original copyright, 1969, nice, by General Mills, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Let's go. We love some Minneapolis connections. It's like 20 years older than me. It's older than me. I mean, 1969. My mother was 7 in 1969 when that was originally copywritten. We did look at, well, so I looked at it was the 9th publishing 1983. So that version was published in 1983, but the original thing was copywritten in 1969. So my mother was 7. My dad was, I don't know, older than that, whatever. I don't want to do the math. Mom was 6, yeah. All right, 20 seconds until it's been 9 minutes. Do we pull them at 9 minutes? Do we run till a full 10? Thoughts? Do we run a full 10 or pull them at 9? I feel like they're not spreading out very well. They don't look very spread out. I'm gonna go an extra minute. Because they don't look done yet. We're gonna go a little bit longer. 1 minute till cookies. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna need a plate. I don't need a plate. What am I saying, plate? Who needs a plate when you have a presentation board, you know? I like my cookies basically raw in the middle. There we go, presentation board. We're gonna try and set these out here. Put a pan there. I'm gonna spin this around. We'll put a pan on top of there and then we'll have these. There we go. I don't think they're brown on the edges. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1, we'll call it there. Thoughts? Those definitely look like a little underdone. There's definitely more time. Okay, can I already tell you more time? Okay, we'll go back in. We'll go back in. How much more time are we thinking? Like another minute or two? They definitely look underdone. Swap the shelves? I did already. Shelves have been swapped. Hi, Lucy. You should probably not be in here. I'm gonna add a minute. Minute 30. That's 13 minutes. Minute 30. We'll do a minute 30. Check them then. Need to see them pulled out. They only need 2 minutes. Okay, we'll do a minute 30. Hi, Lucy. Can you not be in here? Thank you. Go, 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 go. Hot oven. We do not need a kitty cat in here. No, I am going to leave them on the pan. We're going to let them cool for 5 minutes on the pan at least. Because I think the cookbook said to leave them cool on the pan as well. So we're definitely going to let them cool on the pan. We'll definitely leave them there to cool for a little bit. That's why I was putting one here and one over there. So baking assistant Lucy. Yes, yes. I rarely cook or bake, but I can often tell just by looking. Hey, we need a good eye around here because I have no idea what I'm doing. So if I didn't have you guys, we'd have the fire department on their way, you know? So, oh man. I'm so glad that you guys deal with my shenanigans because this is too much fun. The fact that I get to do this live, are you kidding me? This is so much fun. I'm glad I figured out a way to be able to TikTok to be involved in as well. A little bit more into the oven to get it out more golden brown. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more. We'll do a little bit more. I'm just glad TikTok was able to be here as well because I figured out the mic situation finally and I could pipe it into both sides, which is great. So, but yeah, we're definitely doing more live cooking because I enjoy doing the live cooking. But I also want to do more just cooking shows in general. So if you guys have suggestions for stuff you want to see either live or on the cooking show, let me know. I do have the Iron Chef section in the Discord. You can always put recipes in there. Just try, or if you want to see them live. So, all right. That was a minute 30. Let's pull them out and check. I feel like I don't think that's helped at all. I feel like that hasn't necessarily helped at all. I'm gonna let them go for like a tiny bit more. What are we playing after this? Once we wrap up cooking, we'll probably do some more Stardew because I want to keep decorating the Perfection Farm. Because I just have my bedroom left to decorate on the Perfection Farm. So I figured we could do a little Stardew, maybe a fort cap after that. But yeah, at least try to finish up the Stardew decorating. So that way we can go into the community farm with pure chaos this weekend. So 3 more minutes. I'm going to have a burned down kitchen at that point, Belle. Okay, yeah, some of these were a little big. Thoughts? Those are big, but what do we think? How we doing? Block my face. Thoughts on the cookies? This is getting hot. I'm gonna put it down. I feel like that's probably good. They're starting to get a little burn around the edges. Looks delicious. I think they're starting to turn brown. They look like they're starting to turn brown. I just pumped so much heat into my apartment. Oh my god. Here's the other ones. I think they look good. Ah, that's getting hot. That's getting hot. Putting it down. Putting it down. All right. And then we'll just let those sit for a couple minutes because I think that'll probably be good. We'll start a 3-minute timer. There we go. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Don't leave them on top of a hot stove. I don't have another hot pad. All right, hot pan. You're gonna go there. We'll see if we can do this. Can I throw one through the screen for you? Yes, I can totally do that. All right, it's not touching my cutting board. Cookies! I made cookies! Let's go! Holy shit, Chad, I did it. Honestly, I had my doubts. I did not think this was going to work out, if I'm honest with you. Not going to lie. I could put the pan in the wire rack, but that's where I'm going to put the cookies. So I did not, Nizzy. I forgot about that, and I remembered it after I was already live tonight. I did forget the flaky salt. So That was my bad. But look at the chocolate chip density on some of these. Some of these really did not like flatten out very well. These ones look pretty good. I feel like those ones did not do as well, but yeah, I'm just cooling. Oh, I'm cooling them right here. Like they're cool in here. I'm not gonna take them off yet. They're cool in here for like 5 minutes. But yo, what's up, Slammer? Cookies. I make cookies. First time ever making cookies. No, they're cool in here. Hands off. We're not touching them. They're chilling here. Just eventually, I'm gonna put them up onto the wire rack to like further cool, you know. Can we do the fork test on cookies? I know you can do that with cake, right? Can we do that with cookies? Is that a thing you do with cookies? Make sure you... Oh, I will. I will eat one more. Don't worry. Oh. The entire center of that just collapsed. Those are very soft centers. That's a very, very soft center. I love how I plug this in and just get chocolate all over it. It's not batter. See? I mean, I got free chocolate out of the fork test, so. You say it didn't work, but I got chocolate on there, so who's winning now? All right. That's 3 minutes. We'll make it a full 5 minutes. We got 2.5 minutes. Missed the process? No worries soon. I'm going to put the whole thing on YouTube, so don't worry. I'll put the whole thing up on YouTube as well. We'll go into the DAC live cooking playlist as well. Hope you're doing good soon. But yes, you made it just in time, though, for the crucial taste testing part of the process. It has been a process, let me tell you. I'm involved. It's a process. Let's be real. Whenever I'm involved, it's a process. It's gonna be bad. But hey, did you have fun? Did you have fun? Because if you had fun, that's what it's all about. Whether we ruin the cookies or not, as long as you had fun, you're baking. You might kill somebody with your cookies, but that's a different problem. We'll cross that road later. Plausible deniability, get out of jail free card. Not legal advice. So don't talk to don't tell your lawyer I said that. Okay, let's see here. Also, thank you guys for great music tonight. This has been just a bomb playlist tonight. 90 seconds. Cool, faster. Ow! Touched my nose. That didn't feel good. I touched my nose. My lawyer will be contacting your lawyer to get me one of them cookies. You can sue me, but they'll be gone. What assets? I've eaten them all. I've eaten the assets. They are cookies. Gotta be good. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be good. So this is the secret recipe. The secret ingredient is you need to have probably expired brown sugar, and you got to sift it with a colander. That's the secret ingredient to making these amazing cookies that we have yet to taste. So that's how it all works. All right, how we doing? 20 seconds. 4.5 minutes is fine. Secret ingredient is love. Secret ingredient around here is actually chaos, but love is a good alternate ingredient. You can substitute love if you don't have chaos. If you're running low on chaos, you can sprinkle in some love. That's fine. Okay. How did I do? How's the bottom look? Ooh, okay. The bottom actually looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't look half bad. That's like nicely browned, probably a little undercooked, but I feel like that's not bad. I feel like it's not bad. All right, chat. Cookies. Trying to get this in focus. How did I do? Thoughts on the cookie? Would you eat the cookie? That looks pretty cooked. All right, here we go. Oh my God. They're a little undercooked for sure, but damn. Holy shit, I make cookies for the first time ever. Those are definitely undercooked. Those are definitely a little undercooked, but it's fine. Mmm. That's damn good. Yeah, they'll set up more as they cool, exactly. Mmm, those are good. Those are very tasty chocolate chip cookies. I'm craving cookies now? You're welcome. Those are incredibly tasty. I can't believe I did it. Right. That's cooled down. So, I'm gonna start offloading some cookies here.
We did it!
Make a new stack of cookies.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! Chloe Simons, we did it!
Ooh, I just got a great idea. You know what we need to do next holiday season? We did it! We need to make Christmas cookies together. That would be very fun to do live. Just spend like an entire day making Christmas desserts and stuff. Just like an entire Saturday of just nonstop cooking. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a super fun thing to do. I would knock on my neighbor's door, but they moved out, so. They're lost. Why did you move out? Now you don't get free cookies at 10 p.m. at night. You know? Hey, look at that. I saved myself some dishes. It's a clean pan. I don't even have to do the dishes. Perfect. They look beautiful. They do look good. They look very, very good. How'd these ones turn out on this pan? Okay, this pan's a lot darker. So this pan definitely cooked a little bit better, I think. Or I guess these are just the smaller ones. So I think they did better because they're smaller. How did some of these bigger ones turn out? I don't know. These ones just cooked better, I think. I mean, a lot of melted chocolate all over my hands. Every one of these is so melted. No, I think these ones turned out pretty good too. Some of these bigger ones will need to melt a tiny bit longer, I think. Yeah, see, the bottoms of these are a lot darker. These ones definitely did more cooking, I think. I don't know. This one's chonky. Look at this guy. This is a chonk monster of a cookie there. That's a chonky cookie. They probably bottom rack close to the heat. Yeah, they were bottom rack for a little bit longer. We should have done like 4 minutes and 4 minutes or 5 minutes and 5 minutes or something. Probably could have been a good idea. All right. Get our pans out of here. Don't even have to wash them. Love that. No more dishes. And we did it. I have officially made cookies completely from scratch for the very first time in my life. I have made chocolate chip cookies. All right, chat, eat up. Come get a cookie. Dark pan versus light. Does that make a difference? I have no idea. Just the pans I have. Do dark pans and light pans do better? I don't know how they do that. That's a lot of cookies. It is, well, this is 12 and a half of cookies. It does make a difference. The more you know. I have no idea. Which one's better for which? Like, what does a dark pan do that a light pan doesn't do? And what does the other one do? They look so yum. They're very good. Dark pan means more heat. Interesting. Interesting. I wish I had like actual milk. Dark pans hold more heat. Interesting. Is it just like, is it a different type of metal or something? I wonder why dark pans do ones. Now, don't you wish you made 3 dozen? No. I'm trying to lose weight still. Trying to become Mr. Svelte Dak. Trying to get in my gym bro era, not you know, eat 12 and a half cookies myself. Yo, what's up, Gage? How you doing, dude? We made cookies. Check this shit out. I made cookies from scratch for the first time. Hell yeah. We made cookies. Okay, I'm actually very proud of myself because I definitely thought I was going to be burning my kitchen down tonight. Not gonna lie. That's why a blacktop gets hotter than a white sidewalk outside. I mean, I understand that aspect, but I just thought that was because, like, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't think that I don't know why I thought that that color theory didn't track to baking sheets. That never tracked in my head. That's interesting, though. I never considered that. Huh. It makes sense now that you say it, but I never thought about that. Huh. Interesting. Your inner child is so happy? It is. I have literally never done this before in my entire life. I'm so excited. I'm terrible at baking. My girlfriend is maid, so I stay out of the kitchen. I mean, Gage, honestly, I've never done this before in my entire life, and I'm pretty good at fucking stuff up. And I was able to do this. I think you could do it too. I think you could. I think anybody can make cookies. These are delicious. Honestly. Oh, you guys wanted Lucy hair in the cookies? Found it. Lucy! There's your Lucy hair. Complimentary, by the way. We're getting to the end of the playlist. Ooh. That's not good. I'm proud. I'm proud of the cookies, man. A baking assistant special touch. Yep. All right. I'm gonna go for one of these other ones. This is from the other pan. That had like a pocket of chocolate on the inside. Look at this. I got like a huge pocket of chocolate. Let's see if this works. Lucy, they're playing your song. This one had like a pocket of chocolate inside of it. So good. Missed out on lab hour I wanted. Had to change it from 8 a.m. to 11. That's not too terrible, Gio. Dude, these are chocolate heavy. This is probably too many chocolate chips. I don't know if there's such a thing as too many chocolate chips, but this is a lot of chocolate chips.
She's gorgeous, she's graceful, she's almost 3. She's lucky, she's lovely, she's the princess for
Otherwise, you got all the classes you want at the right time. Nice, Gio. Congrats, dude. Scarlett, I don't know if you're still here, but I think you would like these because the edges are crispy and crunchy, but the insides are definitely a little undercooked still. I think these are right up your alley. Needs a big cold glass of milk? I know. I have oat milk. That's all I got. It's not really that great to like drink on its own. I mean, these didn't even need double chocolate chunk because of how many chocolate chips we had. Like, if we did double chocolate, I think this would have been too much chocolate. I think it would have been way too much chocolate. It would have been too much, I think. Dude, I'm proud of this. This is awesome. I'm so excited. I can't believe I made cookies, dude. That's crazy. I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I've done this.